Yo, before we end this, I have to
We got to talk about the damn Monday show.
Yeah, Remo is on my ass for a clip, so let's fucking talk about it. So how do you feel about Flakko and the way that he handled the splintering of the Monday show, which kind of played out last night on stream?
I told Flakko, I said, listen, you my guy, but you went about this the total wrong way.
In what way? What did you do
Well,
wrong?
for one, he did a couple things wrong. One, he hit up Almighty before Josh and you guys said, hey, this is going to be a set thing. He prematurely called Almighty and said, hey, I'm getting my show. You're getting your own show.
Which wasn't accurate.
Which wasn't accurate at the time, right? Because we don't know what was going on.
But then why do we even know that Flakko allegedly said, don't make them stick you with Gina? Like, did Suspect just broadcast that to everybody?
They're both claiming that they didn't say that.
No, he admitted it. He did.
He did admit it. No, he admitted it, and then
he didn't admit it in that way. He tried to say, like, get your own cast.
That's
but
not
Almighty
even the
was saying
first
that he
mistake.
said, hey, don't let them put Gina on you.
Yeah.
But it
We
didn't.
need to see the actual text.
No, see, that's not even.
No,
the
it was a
conversation.
conversation.
That's not even the first mistake that he made.
Yeah.
Should we use this show or at the end of the day as an example?
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, okay. AD.
You are not the AD of this show.
You are. Oh my God. Oh.
She said, I am a prize. I am a trophy.
I told him he was the Duno.
Acting like I ain't a joint, nigga.
Yeah, yo.
I'm not even going to say it.
But AD. So you've been getting sick of at the end of the day. You're not happy the direction it's going in.
You hate Duno.
What's your first move?
I'm going to literally tell, hey, listen, first I'm going to give a warning. I'm going to say, hey, check it out. This shit ain't working with y'all no more. We got to get the chemistry going. Let's try something different.
Yeah.
Or if not, then we're going to,
So your first move is you actually talk to the people that are on the show
Exactly.
with you. Okay.
But Flakko basically talked to me first and said,
That's a mistake.
Yeah,
I don't know if I think it's...
that is a
That's
mistake.
a huge mistake.
But I'm a fair person for him to come to first, because say I did have some real commitment to keeping the Monday show together, maybe I would want to know about this before he even talks about it to them. It would be fair for him to talk to them, but I don't think it's like totally out of line that he brought it up to me. But it sounds like he kind of mischaracterized it when he did bring it to them.
But don't tell them the last episode, hey, this is our best episode. Like, you're enjoying it.
And then the next week you got a whole plan.
And the next
week, you talk to Adam and all of that.
And then on top of that, you call Almighty, but you don't call Gina. And Gina, you tell Gina 20 minutes, 20,
before the show, yeah.
the day of,
The
like,
day of the
oh,
show.
yeah, we're not doing the show no more. And it's like, what the fuck?
No,
but Almighty had already
and-
called her and
Right.
said, like, hey, Flakko said that the Monday show is over and don't throw you off on this. And then on top of that, he went on his stream and said,
On Thanksgiving, too.
he
right?
went on his stream and said, there's some changes coming to
announced that-
Monday.
See, that's crazy.
He
Why
announced
would he
that on
leak it?
Thanksgiving.
No, but also
And they hitting up Gina and they're like, oh, you're fired from the show, or what's going on?
Yeah.
She's like, what the fuck is going on?
him like I understand. You're right, Adam. Him going to you like on some like big bro advice thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But in the context of how he did it, when
That's
he
not no advice.
already,
Fuck this show.
yeah, he's already politicking and busting moves to leverage his own situation. And
Yeah.
here's the reality of it. And this is why a lot of people kept saying like, "Oh, Lush, you were like." Dick riding Flakko yesterday, which couldn't be further from the truth. What I was trying to do is coax him into being accountable and speaking his thoughts, which he was having a really
Yeah.
hard time articulating.
He was getting
and
flustered.
me kind of
Nigga, he couldn't even look him in the face. 'cause
He was
know
looking at
did
you the
wrong.
whole time. Like this.
and me psychologically,
Look at him.
right, exactly.
like this.
And me psychologically being able to break down, here's the whole thing, because I've seen it, and I've seen when I did the show and it was just me, Flakko and Rob. He didn't stutter, not a one motherfucking time. He stutters when he's feeling pressed about
Bro,
something.
let's keep it G. And I told him this last night on the stream. He got tired of feeling like he was getting bullied every week
by
when
fucking-
he wants to have an intelligent conversation about music.
Yes.
I do the news with Flakko. I know how to talk to Flakko and play around with him without belittling him or making it seem like I'm bullying him or against him. So I can understand week after week he's sitting here.
You got to
and he's feeling
speak
like,
up on that, though. You can't have
Yeah,
that
you can't-
secret
you can't-
animosity.
you-
But the
hey.
thing is that if you are going to consistently have conversations with Flakko on camera, there has to be an element of bullying him because he says things that
Yeah.
are so disconnected from reality, and he says things based on life experience that he just blatantly does not have. He talks out of his ass a lot. So to be Flacco's co-host, you're going to have to be able to call him out.
Right. Right, but
But,
there's
I
a
mean,
difference between calling him out and
Yeah,
But you could be
bullying.
like, hey, I don't agree with you talking about versus you fucking stupid dickhead.
I disagree with pretty much 90% of what he says, and we'll have
Same.
really intellectual
And-
conversations
And
and
the
go back
second,
and
the
forth.
second thing, I think that he's seen Almighty in horror,
Bro,
doing the
he-
Kelpie thing. He's like,
No,
I don't want to
listen.
be next on the
No.
menu.
I could be
That's-
next.
He's like,
Listen.
I don't want to. I
That's
don't
not
want to fuck
true.
with that. And then
Nah, that's true. I
and
was
then-
in the office
Man, bro,
this day after that happened. He was on that from
that
from
nigga was scared.
from the
bro.
first second after the fight was over. Flacco was on that.
He wants y'all to think that, but that's not the motherfucking reality.
Hey,
Okay, what's the
Les,
reality?
let me tell you something.
I was there too.
No.
We was all there.
No. I've showed Flacco some things where I was like, this nigga's terrified.
Yeah,
I didn't-
he had that same look.
I didn't chase this nigga around the office
When he was running from me,
with an object.
look,
Put on
look,
some friendly shit.
look. Fair enough, AD and house phone, but check this out though. All right,
Okay, all right, let us know.
he wanted y'all to think that because in reality, he already wanted an excuse to get Almighty
so
the
you
fuck
think-
out of there, and now he's like,
bro.
oh, I don't know if it's safe for
But
me
it
to do
makes-
the show
no,
with Almighty.
no, but it
that
makes-
don't make sense.
no,
he's
that-
not as dumb as y'all think
that-
he is.
no,
He's not dumb at all, actually.
That
yeah.
makes sense too, but I can also see like, okay, Almighty even doing something like that, he probably wants co-hosts that are gonna make, like a rational decision in his mind.
But that would
and
be a
not
good-
having to be on the fence for his show to even get canceled. He wants some more stability when it comes to that.
True,
But-
and
Because Gina was sick, and then Almighty was on timeout. And if you wasn't here, you feel me?
But also Almighty and Gina together, I think he felt like he had no voice in that dynamic.
And it's supposed to be his show from his point of view. It's supposed to be his show,
That's what I said. But then last night when I said that, Gina looked at me like I was fucking all kinds
right?
of crazy.
No,
I think when Adam started this, it was literally he said, I want to do an experiment with Flacco and Gina. It wasn't. I don't think that it was like, oh, this is Flacco's show or this is Gina's
But
show.
I
both
think
of their
Flacco.
show.
I think Flacco thinks that it was like his sole decision. I mean, if was the one,
Yes.
yeah, I was about to say if he was the one that got it canceled solely just him, then I guess he was right.
Without even consulting her. That's
I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I will say that Flacco was ready to get the fuck off a show with those two. So he didn't go about it the
Like I
right
said.
way. He probably should have just said, like, yeah, I don't really want to do a show with y'all anymore.
Do
so,
you?
yeah.
Wait, Adam.
I mean,
Adam.
even
that,
like-
that would have been way more honest than the way he sort of like tried to go about it in the least confrontational way, you know?
Okay, but do you agree with the narrative that he says about you that basically people come to you with their ideas of shit or whatever, and you kind of just yes or no it, co-sign it all?
Yeah, because that's like a weird thing I've been seeing on the Reddit and stuff where they'll be like, Adam masterminded Pot Lord not being on Disconnected
Yeah.
or whatever, when the reality of it is that Blasey basically like told me that that's what they're thinking of, and I was like,
Yeah.
A, I agree. B, you could do whatever the fuck you want with it. So it's like, even if I didn't agree, I would pretty much be on board with you. And then this is exactly the same
The
situation.
exact same
Where
situation.
Flacco came to me, said that he was thinking this. I was like, honestly, I don't feel like it's working with you and them either. So yeah, that makes
But,
sense
like-
to me.
But you let everybody make their own choice because there's plenty things you didn't told me about certain shit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, I'm gonna stay with this direction.
I mean,
and you didn't sit there and say, you
Yeah.
feel me? Oh, don't do that. Even like the premise for at the end of the day, Adam was like, hey, you should interview hood guys and do this, and I'm like, nah, nigga, I want the show to be like this.
But-
he didn't sit there and say, oh, that's a dumb
I would
idea. Go ahead
totally,
and do it.
I would totally interject into a podcast on the show and be like, "Yo, this person as a co-host is
Yeah.
not working. We need to take them off." But that is not what happened in either of these situations.
no,
It's
facts.
just like it's so weird to put the fucking blame on me.
what about the fucking
Everything always
the
ends up
most
falling back on the
asinine
inside.
narrative of the whole thing was what he said about me. And
That's
that
your-
old when
And that you didn't know about the
about underground
Okay.
music.
The old thing, he could say that, but the underground thing, you the man.
But would you say that you really stay up to date on like underground, like 'cause
Like
he,
the-
he
like
wants
the
to do
new-
a show with Baba Lamb.
Are
Baba
you-
Lamb is like a SoundCloud rapper expert.
Okay, I know enough. I'm so tuned into the underground that I know that the SoundCloud wave crashed fucking 3 years ago.
Yeah,
what
but-
the fuck?
No,
But it definitely
that
has
SoundCloud wave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
There's
you
a
know-
different
Wait,
SoundCloud
wait,
wave,
wait, wait, wait.
which is also
let me-
not really.
Let me
joking?
speak. Let me speak real quick. Let me
It
speak.
was a trickle.
The
There
underground?
yeah, but there definitely is a resurgence of like these newer, younger kids who are taking
Right.
the elements from the older SoundCloud shit and redoing it and doing it better.
Little bit.
But we have to be honest though too, because you like none of y'all niggas would even nobody up here would know who Bob Lamb was if it wasn't for me off top. Let's be
I
honest.
wouldn't know half the people.
But listen, I'm gonna be honest though too. Bob Lamb is specific in this niche type of content because not that many people are even speaking on.
Lush, you know who Summers is?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
But look,
Just checking.
but listen, I'm saying Bob Lamb came in a time where there was no more. What's his name? There's no more. What's fucking?
Dig?
There's no more. You dig. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Eye.
I watched an old Trap Lore Ross video the other day to get ready for an interview, and he used like a clip from a You Dig video, and it was such a walk down memory lane
Damn,
to hear
bro.
his voice.
House phone.
No,
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, You Dig.
Let me finish my point though.
Just
But I'm
kidding.
saying what I was
he
saying.
died?
Wait, but listen. Let me
did.
finish, can I finish my point, please?
Yes.
What I was saying was that like Bob Lamb is very educated and very knowledgeable, but I've also seen him like his chat is the reason that they're like putting him up on shit. He'd be saying niggas' names wrong or not knowing about this or not knowing about that or like, oh, this person is an OG. So it's like it's really because like they gravitated towards him because he's the golden child
Is
of that.
Lush permanent on Disconnected?
No, I'm not on Disconnected. But
Okay,
I,
but
I
listen,
can't remember.
He wants to be a two-show shorty, and I agree he should be.
but look, house phone.
I would 1000% do that.
But house phone.
We're trying to fill out the schedule
House
more and
phone.
have more shows.
Who?
The 4 o'clock slot as well as the 6 o'clock slot. you know?
Okay, well, we're not talking about the overall landscape and history and of hip hop culture from fucking then to now because it's not even a conversation.
No, that's a fact.
Compared to me with anybody here, regardless of region, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Style,
facts.
but who over here is even remotely as interested in the underground shit as I am, besides you?
Yeah,
Lush,
facts.
Lush. Let me
Like,
drop a truth
I think you
bomb
know
on
more about music than everybody I know.
Lush.
Jumper.
By a
fact.
significant margin.
Truth
not
bomb.
To be,
Truth bomb. What Flakko was saying without saying is that he's intimidated by the fact that you know a fuckload
That you know
about
way more
a
than he
million different generations of hip hop that he doesn't know about.
And you could call out all the bullshit.
To me, that's what he was saying
I
without
talk
saying
circles
it.
about it.
No,
every
he
day.
called him-
and
he called him
that
old.
that was my assumption of what he meant by
Okay.
saying
That's
that
exactly
from
what
the
he meant.
very beginning because I just assumed that that's what Flacco feels like is that he's just Baba Lamb is much closer to the same
Yeah,
level
facts.
of
Now
knowledge
I feel
as
like an
Flacco.
egotistical prick, and I need to shut the
No,
fuck
no.
up.
I mean, you're picking apart of the way that he phrased it is totally fair.
Yeah.
I just think that he didn't actually mean the thing that he was really saying.
I mean, he owes you one.
I don't
after you
think
said he
Flacco.
stinks.
I don't think
Fair
Flacco.
enough.
I don't think Flacco is well versed as me or as Lush in what's going on in the current like popular trends of the underground scene, rap
which,
music.
to be fair, is not the biggest market.
No.
in terms of like
it's on the way though.
But what I'm saying is
Some
that
of the
the
newer
people
shit.
want to see good conversations and they want to see people having like real emotional connection, and the subject matter is almost like not the most important thing.
Flacco
So
don't even like that shit.
for them,
That's
to,
the cold
for them
part.
to be able to
You don't
have
even
like
like
a
it.
for them to be able to have like a super nuanced conversation about NBA YoungBoy and Bobby Shmurda, I think there is value in that. I'm just saying that like still at the end of the day, the thing that is important is not the information that's being conveyed. It's the personalities that are having it and the way that they connect with each other.
Right.
The thing that will make Baba Lamb and Flacco a success versus a failure is just like their connection. It's not gonna fucking matter like if they're talking about the current crop of SoundCloud rappers. Although I will say that like some of the shows sometimes on this show do feel kind of repetitive
So you're
because
gonna talk about cemetery for 2 hours.
well,
I don't
sometimes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll all kind of talk about the same crazy ass story,
I
and it
just-
can get a little repetitive.
You don't like that shit though. That's the weird part. But okay, go off, King.
But I think-
I fuck with you. But let's be honest. Culturally, you're a lot older than I am. I'm gonna just end it with
Man,
that.
I
A lot
felt
older.
that.
But
I have the maturity
all
level
the
of a
shows
19-year-old.
I feel bring something different to the table. Even though like we could talk about the same thing, but we're giving different perspectives on it. There's different people and shit like
But
that.
that's why I say we do when we like start new shows and stuff. I think that it's probably better for us to go in different directions and stuff. And that's why I think that the
Yeah.
Griffey thing is cool because he's not just talking about rap. That's why I want to start Sledge Lords because I thought doing something more comedy would be good. And it's like in terms of us
OG
making more
Suicide.
right?
Yeah.
In terms of fucking like more shows that we're creating, it's like I'm not thinking like, oh, we need to get another crew of dudes to talk about
On a
current events and
podcast,
rap
yeah.
music because we already have so much of that. You know?
I think, and I've been saying that it needs to be more outside of the office shows.
Hey,
We
wait.
Hungry is successful
Can I
because
say-
it's so much different.
Yes. Can I
and
inter-
it's
can I
dope
interject on
content.
that?
We should have way more.
Can
Fuck
I
the
interject on
podcast.
that?
Nobody wants to see 9-10 podcasts
Can
on,
I
the, on the
please
platform.
there
Can
is
I-
some kind of limit.
Can I
to
interject on
yeah.
that, please? I did a like a I don't even know if it was a pilot, but where I did a makeover for Flacco.
She was fire.
I looked at it. It had almost 200,000 views.
Yeah, but I mean,
But-
you could do that every week if you wanted. We have the filmers. We
I
will
was
make
just-
it happen. It's just you have to bring the fucking momentum to
Well,
the
yeah,
table
no,
of
that's a
saying,
fact.
I want to do this interview, this interview, this interview. I mean, it is coming from different locations.
Flag eye
because
for the fat guy.
I don't even know if you guys shown this yet, but Jason just came up to me with a list of 6
Nigga.
different restaurants that he wants to do We
No.
Hungry at. He's not really like benefiting from bringing 6
Yeah.
different
Shout out-
restaurants to the table,
out
but
to Jason.
he's just bringing ideas to the table. But now it's kind of like on us to actually like schedule
Shout
it
out
and
to-
make it happen.
shout
you
out
know?
to-